Earlier this morning on Breakfast Television, University of Toronto professor Jeffrey Rosenthal stopped by to talk about what everybody's talking about.
What are your chances of winning the lotto?
What made you interested in talking about odds and luck and chance in this book?
Well, I mean, I'm a professor of statistics at the university, so a lot of my work is about, the mathematics of probability and randomness, but then I like speaking to, ordinary people who aren't involved in the technicalities and talking about how randomness affects us in so many ways. And then they say, well, what about luck? What's luck all about? So this book is kind of about, this idea of luck and superstition and astrology, all these things that people think they can control luck and about all those kind of things.
There is that thing of like, but somebody's got to win. I might as well throw my hat in the ring, as it were, and buy a ticket.
Yeah, well, for the somebody's got to win, I call that the out of how many principle. Because I say, yeah, somebody's going to win, but out of how many millions of people who bought tickets? And when you see the front page news or the lead story, somebody won millions of dollars. Yeah, but that's one person out of millions and millions of people who bought tickets. So you have to remember that.
So you're using good old-fashioned math and stats to debunk myths. So you are going to test Terry and I right now. You've got 3 questions. Play at home, friends.
All right.
What is the higher likelihood? Hit us with one.
Okay, so compared to the chance of winning the Lotto Max with a single play, a single $5 row of 3 rows of numbers, which is more likely, that or if you pick somebody at random in Canada, that they will one day be the Prime Minister of Canada?
I think the higher likelihood is, Terry?
I got thinking
Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh, I mean, it's hard to become the Prime Minister.
I predict that one of us is right.
One of you is right.
It's hard to become the Prime Minister of Canada. That's
right, but
I hope that's harder than...
It's really hard to become Prime Minister of Canada, but it's even harder to win the Lotto Max.
Wow. All right, let's get another one.
Yeah, okay, so suppose you pick a Canadian woman at random, compared to the odds of winning the Lotto Max with a single play. What's the chance she will give birth to a baby within the next minute? Is that more or less likely?
The next minute?
Yeah, for sure.
Giving birth, more likely.
It's more likely. Well, you're right. It's really close. It's very unlikely that a random woman will give birth the next minute, but it's a tiny bit more likely than the chance that you win the Lotto Max. So you're right about that one.
Just a tiny bit more likely.
Just a tiny bit more.
Third and final question.
Okay, let's see. So what's the chance you pick someone at random? This one's a bit sad. That within the next year, they will be killed by a bolt of lightning.
Because I'm going to say the lightning one, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the lightning. I think it's not that rare, actually.
Well, it's not that rare to be hit by lightning, but to be killed is extremely rare. It just gets maybe 5 or 6 Canadians a year, but that still makes it more likely than winning the Lotto Max.
Yeah, so I guess I'll rethink your birthday present. Maybe not a lotto ticket.
No, I think you should still go for it. I'm up for the long shot.
Okay, still up for taking our chances. I'm Dina Felieza for City News.
And I'm Terry Hart.